Markquis Nowell. Only 5'8", but he was amazing on that basketball court. If you watching this video, you probably remember that legendary March Madness run that he had. He was upsetting the top schools in the country and nobody could stop him. It was crazy. But we can't keep living in the past. All of that happened back in 2023. It's 2025 now, so we gotta see what he has been up to lately. And if he is even still playing basketball. Let's see. But first, let me give him a little introduction to the people that probably don't know him. Markquis Nowell is a 5'8" point guard who is originally from New York. And in high school, he was in the class of 2018. He was a local superstar, but eventually the world found out about him. Not because of his skill though. Around this time, it was a strong movement that had the internet on fire. It was called Jelly. Basically, do a fancy layup and then everyone in the crowd would go wild. Basically. And during this time, it was a group of kids that became known for doing this move. They were the originators, and they were all friends. So they called themselves the Jelly Fam. And Markquis Nowell happened to be in that group. They were actually famous. But the crazy thing is, even though Markquis Nowell was known for playing basketball, he didn't have any Division I colleges that wanted him. And eventually, he just graduated. People were thinking that his career was over during this time. Because if you don't have any colleges recruiting you by the time you graduate, it's about time for you to hang it up. You had a good run. And Markquis Nowell was in that same situation. But fortunately for him, a school decided to take a chance on him. It was Little Rock University in Arkansas. It was D1, but it wasn't high level D1. But he didn't have any other options. So he took advantage of this opportunity. And he played for them all the way up to his junior year. And he actually played very good. He was shooting deep three-pointers and he was getting to the rim despite his stature. He played good. But like I said, it was a smaller school, so people didn't really pay it too much attention. So unless you was really going out of your way to stay updated about him, 9 times out of 10, you forgot about him. I'ma just be honest. Until one day he had made a big decision. He felt he was ready to play against better competition, so he transferred to Kansas State. This was big time basketball now, and he was ready. He was the starting point guard, and he led them all the way to the March Madness tournament. And that's where he really turned it up. There was games where he was putting up 30 points, and he had over 10 assists. He was putting on a show, and it looked like he was going to make it all the way to the finals. But unfortunately for him, they lost in the Elite 8. The show was over. It was a tough L, but he put on a historical performance, and he was able to get NBA scouts to come check out a 5'8" point guard. It seemed like he was only going up from here, but after his college career, he had faced some challenges. He had to go undrafted, and he signed a 2-way contract with the Toronto Raptors in 2023. It was a good opportunity, but it didn't last long, only a year. But right after that, he signed with the Houston Rockets G League team, and he has been with them ever since. So he still has a chance to make it on an official roster, but we will see if he can make it happen though. Peace.